But for those who are too weak to save others, there is only futility waiting at the end. As I learned when I failed to save Ashinohara, all I can do now is hold my Sutsu tightly to ensure that after Hyuki, there will be no more Miko flaming Sakura. That is all that remains.
From Lahai Roi to the distant lands of Jinzhou and Rinasida, people rise up to fight the Thrunodians. I've been a part of that fight. But to pretend I'm the only reason they're standing, that everything fails if I do, that's arrogance. It's an insult to everyone else choosing to stand their ground.
What if Rover never came to Solaris 3? Simple full theory explanation. This theory is not, what if Rover disappeared later? The real theory is, what if Rover never came to Solaris 3 at all? And if that happened, the entire history of Wuthering Waves changes. Sentinels may never come. The Sentinels recognize Rover and ancient systems react to Rover. This suggests Rover is deeply connected to Solaris 3's history. Without Rover, Jue may never come to Huanglong. Other Sentinels may never connect with humanity. Resonance technology develops differently. Civilizations become more isolated, meaning humanity survives, but the world becomes colder and less united. Black Shores never exists. Black Shores was created by Rover, so without Rover, Black Shores never exists. Tethys system never fully develops global frequency systems, never connects civilizations, and most importantly, Shorekeeper never exists. Not dead. She is simply never created at all. Abby becomes different. Abby probably still exists because Abby seems connected to the Thrunodians, but without Rover, Abby may stay dormant. Abby may never emotionally bond with humanity. Abby may remain closer to an ancient calamity, meaning Rover may be the reason Abby became kind and emotional. Void space may never exist. Void space is connected to Aleph 1, Lahai Roi the Exostrider. Later timeline distortions without Rover. Aleph, one may never notice. Solaris 3, Lahai Roi stays isolated. The Exostrider follows another path. Void space may never fully form, meaning many version 3.x disasters only happen because Rover's timeline triggered them. Lahai Roi becomes hidden without Rover. Lahai Roi probably remains a hidden frozen civilization because Aleph 1 never fully arrives. Void space never develops the same way Fraxidus loses access to those experiments, meaning the Lahai Roi arc we know may never happen at all. Denia's fate changes without Rover. No Aleph 1 chain reaction, no void space corruption, no identical Fraxidus experiments. Meaning the Denia we know may never exist. She may simply live a normal life instead of becoming part of a tragedy. And that makes Rover's timeline both beautiful and sad, because many characters only become extraordinary through suffering. Amith still exists. Unlike Shorekeeper, Amith still exists without Rover because she was naturally born in Lahai Roi, but her destiny changes completely. Without Rover, Lahai Roi stays isolated, Aleph 1 stays distant. Void space never fully forms, meaning Amith may never become the legendary savior we know. Instead, she may simply become a quiet protector of Lahai Roi. And the saddest part, nobody may ever truly understand her loneliness. Huanglong. Without Rover. Without Rover, Jue may never guide Huanglong. Jinzhou develops differently, resonance becomes less stable. Jinxi's fate changes. But some Thrunodian disasters may happen slower because resonance systems develop differently. Meaning the world becomes less connected but also less cosmically active. Rinasida without Rover. Without Rover, ocean corruption still exists. Leviathan still affects Renacida civilizations stay isolated, but Black Shores never interferes. Abby's role changes, global unity never develops. Meaning, Renacida slowly decays alone instead of becoming part of a worldwide crisis. Septimont without Rover without Black Shores. Sentinel's interregional unity, the world becomes fragmented, meaning Septimont may become the strongest civilization. Because its philosophy, strength above all, works better in a harsher world, but it also becomes more brutal. The final theory. The real theory is not. Everything happens the same, but Rover disappears. The true theory is, Rover changed the evolution of Solaris 3 itself. Without Rover, Black Shores never exists. Shorekeeper never exists. Sentinels may never come. Abby stays closer to a Threnodian existence. Void space may never form. Aleph one may never notice. Solaris 3, Lahai Roy remains hidden. Denia lives a different life. Amith never becomes the same hero. Civilizations remain isolated, and because of that, Solaris 3 becomes a quieter but colder world. Less catastrophic in some places, but also missing. Hope unity, emotional bonds, the very things Rover accidentally brought into existence.